Woo, here, just sitting here grooving. You know what I'm saying? Just got back from making a run for Sparky to get some food. Right? I'm saying went down there and tried to call Margaret on the Wi-Fi. But her little phone seems to be turned off still, so hey, I know. She's down there with the grandkids, everything's all fine. So when I was riding my bike, it was making me think, you know, because that's, I always think, that's my thing, always thinking. And I was thinking about those fake friends, so fake friends. I wrote this down earlier to do this one, fake friends. Fake friends are those people, those friends of yours that they just love to just pump you up. I'm saying, get you riled up, get you going, I'm saying, everybody's happy, you know what I'm saying? Like we had this one girl we knew. She was always happy to see us. Oh, she loved Margaret, called her mama and everything, you know what I'm saying? I was always trying to help, was always asking if there was anything she could do, you know what I'm saying? Push the basket, any of that stuff. But if you said yes, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, she'd come up with every excuse in the book. And to not do it right then and there, you know what I'm saying? Her back hurt, you know what I'm saying? She was only like 19 or 20 years old, but to listen to her, you know what I'm saying? She had, spine cancer and all kind of crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? But if she could put it off, you know, so she could put it off into the distance, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll stop by tonight when you guys are ready to push everything to camp and I'll help. You know what I'm saying? Or this was my favorite right here. Oh, we'll go get you some dog food for Sugar. Sugar was this other dog that Margaret had that accidentally got killed. You know what I'm saying? On the day that Margaret was supposed to go to court. You know what I'm saying? It was a really hectic time for her. All right, but anyways, right, I digress. Right, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, she said, well, yeah, we'll get you some dog food, and then they disappeared to the sunset. Never see him again. Next time you see him, you ask him about it. That's the first thing. Hey man, what about that dog food? You can get all and once again, every excuse under the sun. You know what I'm saying? For them not being able to get it done, it was always somebody else's fault. You see, there's a recurring theme here. It's always somebody else's fault. But anyways, I'm saying that for me defined the whole fake friend kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're down for it. Anything that comes out of their mouth, listen, they're down for it. I'm saying we had this other friend. That reminds me now that I'm thinking. We had this other friend, Jay Burns, right? That's what I call him. It's not his real name. If you notice, I'm saying I call everybody by a nickname. You know what I'm saying? It's not their real name. But anyways, good old Jay. Right? This dude was the master of letting you believe. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? He'd get you to talking, you know what I'm saying, back and forth about this and that, because he was always coming up with new projects to do, you know what I'm saying, new website ideas, all this crazy stuff, new marketing thing. He was always trying, because him and his girl, they ran this vegan restaurant down in the Arts District, you know what I'm saying? And they were always on the make to try to get volunteers to help out in their restaurant, you know what I'm saying, free labor, you know what I'm saying? They tricked me and Margaret for like almost a whole year. You know what I'm saying? But me and Margaret didn't have anything else to do at the time, and it was a new experience for us. So we jumped in knowing full well what we were getting at. You know what I'm saying? But hold on. Sorry, this is part 2. Anyways, right? Jay Burns he had this really unique ability to get people to start talking about things that they wanted to do and the bucket list and all that stuff. And then he would slip right in. You know what I'm saying? And he'd ask 1 or 2 simple little questions, or he'd make 1 or 2 little suggestions about this or that, how to improve your life. And before you know it, like you were talking about stuff that he directed you straight down into it, and you were talking about stuff that you were going to do for him, and he would quietly sit there and smile and agree. You know what I'm saying? He'd point this or that out. You know what I'm saying? We could do this or we could do that. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, an hour later, you've cornered yourself into some major project that this fool is now going to hold you to, because that was his game. That was his whole game in the beginning. He wasn't your friend to begin with. He was just somebody that was trying to manipulate you into getting you to do what he wanted to do, because either A, he was too lazy to do it himself, B, he was, that was his game, or C, it was because he wanted to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, the fake friend, you know what I'm saying? That they're easy to get caught up in, because there really is no formula. There really is no format for the fake friend. I mean, they just show up. They have this whole aura about them, you know what I'm saying, that people are drawn to, and before you know it, man, you're sucked right in. But anyway, that's what I thought I'd talk about today, you know what I'm saying, the whole fake friend thing. Right? Because it's easy to get caught up with them. It truly is. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these people have huge people skills. I'm saying all of this stuff revolves around the social engineering. It's not something that's new, but it's been around for a long time. But lately, in the last, you know, like since the late 90s, early 2000s, when a lot of software was coming out and the computer was getting really big, there's social engineering with the social websites, the social network websites like Facebook and LinkedIn, you know what I'm saying, and all those other ones, you know, MySpace, and Yahoo, and MSN. You know, there's like literally, you know, hundreds of them now. But back then, there was only like a few, you know, 15 or 20 really good ones that everybody was, you know, trying. So these people came up with these ideas, and they called it all social engineering on how to manipulate. Basically what it is how to manipulate people and get them to do what you wanted to do. And in this case, it was marketing. They wanted to push their little product out there into the real world. So they socially engineered these groups of people. You know what I'm saying? The flash mob is one of their little tools, you know what I'm saying? And all of this stuff to push the whole thing out there so it hit the ground with a big old start. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, pow! You know what I'm saying? They were making millions off of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the fake friend comes from. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, when you're typing on your computer screen, you can say anything you want. You can be anybody you want. Nobody really knows the difference. You know what I'm saying? That, my friends, is the danger of the internet and the danger of being socially involved on the network. They can get you.